Hi folks, it's Mahmood here, your numbers guy here from Proactive Resolutions here, giving you another coronavirus COVID-19 update in terms of the financial support that's out there, a bit more details here and how it's going to affect your business there as well. So all businesses are affected, myself included. So again, step number one, which I've said before, make sure you get a grip with those numbers. Your numbers won't lie to you, they're your best business friend. They're going to tell you what the landscape is going to look like. What that means is put together a cash flow forecast, and that will tell you the action points that you need to make. The support from the government comes, for me, in three categories. First of all, cold hard cash. Let's deal with that one initially. The cash support will come either from grants, and there are two types of grants in terms of 25 grand. Typically, property-based business, so in the hospitality and leisure sector, are entitled to this, again, subject to the rateable value, up to 51,000. What that means is, though, is the local authority will be distributing that grant with effect from the 6th of April 2020. Bear in mind, leisure and hospitality, by the way, has quite a broad meaning and those industries in there. So the normal cafes, bars, restaurants, live music venues, arts galleries, museums are within that catchment area. So that's a good thing. There's a lower level grant of 10 grand. Again, you've got to be a property-based business there. If you're an SME, you're based in the UK, this predominantly focuses on England, you'll be eligible and you don't have to apply, you'll be given that because obviously the local authority will check their database itself. What that means, unfortunately, if you're a home-based worker, a home-based business, you're not going to be eligible for this cash grant on current situation. Other cash support, again, this is going to be provided later when the legislation and the systems are set up. There's what's called a retention scheme here. So to stop you making people redundant, to lay them off, the government have agreed to give 80% of that wage up to 2.5 grand per month. Key things are they mustn't be working for you in your workplace. So they effectively you haven't taken them off the payroll. There's going to be some contract issues, HR, whatever, but effectively that's what's there. But it's not kicking in yet. Again, details will come in, but it's been announced that's what's going to happen. Other things, SSP. Again, SSP is going to be structured like a rebate system here. Keep the records of who is off. That will come later on. Employers, you can get 2 weeks refunded back to you, but again, it's not going to come anytime soon, and by soon, I mean in the next few weeks as such. I might be surprised, but you know, this is a massive systems building exercise by HMRC, you know. So what else? If you've got some liabilities coming up, VAT and payments on account for self-employed only come into this mix. You can delay those payments to next year, January for the income tax and for 31st of March for the VAT. Remember, you still have the option of paying them. So your cash flow profile may suggest that actually I can pay some of this debt and I don't have that burden coming up next year. So remember, these are merely delaying it. Other taxes, such as corporation tax, PAYE, aren't under the scheme at the moment, but you can contact HMRC on what's called a time to pay unit and discuss with them a more flexible way of paying that. But remember, it's delaying the debt, it doesn't wipe it out. And that's at discretion of HMRC. Other things that you can look at, you can look at effectively what we call a business loan guarantee scheme. That kicks in today, by the way. It's backed by the British Bank, just in case you want to know that. And what it means, there are 40 lenders there. So I would pretty much imagine most of you will have a bank that's within that category. Again, details on the blog. Effectively, the government have agreed, or the British Bank have agreed via the government to guarantee 80% of the loan value. What that means is the risk appetite, the risk profiling will be less arduous than it would normally be, but there will still be a profiling exercise carried out. So make sure you've got your numbers together, your accounts, you know, and to actually show to the lender itself. Again, loan means you still have to pay it back, and it also covers overdraft facilities. There is some opportunity there to get a repayment holiday on existing loans. So there's money being primed there, and that on paper is ready to go as of Monday, the 23rd of March. There's probably one or two other things that I've missed out here. They're all on the blog there as well. So listen, stay strong. Try not to over panic. I know it's very easy to say. This storm will eventually pass. Business is going to return back to some degree of what I call normality, but there's lifelines being plugged in there. We've got more updates to come. Take care, everyone. Bye.